Okay, but do I really need a psychology degree in order to become like a therapist? Licensed? Maybe. But I feel like I can read people to a damn filth. Like, I'm super smart already as it is. But it takes a different kind of smart and a different kind of wise to understand people's intentions and their motivations and the actual significance behind their actions and behaviors. And you can learn about it. It's easy to go to school, learn the academics of it all, study it, be told facts and statistics. But I believe it also takes somebody very intuitive and empathetically wise, emotionally mature and wise. And yeah, intuitive in general overall, to be able to give good knowledgeable advice and also comprehend the other human being that is in need of this advice or this help, you know, to grow, to be different, or to fix the issues that they think that they have emotionally or mentally, thinking they're a little bit unstable. It sounds very strange to say, and I know I'm not the only one out there that feels like this, but sometimes it's like as soon as you see someone have an interaction and exchanging of energy, or not even energy, just an interaction and exchanging of a conversation, you can figure out exactly what they might be missing or needing just by the conversation, you know? That's how it's a little bit easy to understand who I want to make friends with and who I don't. Just as not everybody is going to like me. Nothing to do with me exactly. Personality-wise, sure. But it is not something I should take personal, because not everyone is going to be everybody's cup of tea. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It might just mean I am not so comfortable in sharing an interaction with you, because I myself do not know how to react or respond with what you are giving me. And that is okay. And that is fair. Maybe I might be too much for somebody else, but then the next person is going to think, wow, I really like the way this girl is, her personality, what she has to offer. But my main point is, you need someone very in tune and able to discern and differentiate between things and not just look at it in a black and white lens like most schools and such are to teach. Like psychology majors, they study it, they see it, they also have a natural inkling leaning towards wanting to study these people and understanding them. And there's plentiful books, plentiful knowledge out there that help you figure out and discern, you know, humanity and normal human behaviors. But again, it takes like a next level empath to really embrace all of this, all of who you are as a person. My point in all this, I started rambling now, but my point in all of this is, I want to be a man. I not exactly want to be. My point in all of this is, I think I have what it takes to be a good psychologist, or even what was philosopher. Yeah, I was gonna say what was Socrates in them. A good philosopher for humans, because yeah, it just, you need a certain level of understanding. And reason I say this too is because I may not have gone through every situation and circumstance that life has to give to people, or that people put themselves through. I may not have been through it all, but it's very strange how, even though in this life, in this shell, in this skin, I have not firsthand experienced certain things, as soon as I am to understand, or you are to tell me of a certain thing that has happened, immediately I can pick up on the sense of what that felt like. And it's like, okay, I don't know. Maybe it's just a blessing. Call it a gift. Call it just hyper awareness or empathy. But yeah, it doesn't take too much to put two and two together and understand where you are coming from specifically. Yeah, it's really not that hard. And I think it's very cool, very nice being able to do this. I do consider it a gift. Immediately, it could be like either, well, personally speaking, it's a yes or a no for me, whether or not I would like to pursue like a friendship or just acquaintanceship with you, depending on where you stand in your life. Because as I'm sure everybody knows, energies are not only felt, they are smelt from a mile away. They are caught from a mile away. With these things, with our eyes, visually speaking, in a visual sense, that's probably the number one sense that we fall into as humans, which is very, very cool. There's different levels to it, different levels to our awareness. But I feel like the first and foremost one is our vision. Visually speaking, you see everything before you are allowed to actually uncover everything. You first see it, and then you know it. So with seeing, you get to base assumptions. You get to make those up in your head. You build your own impression of this person or this thing or the situation, circumstance, based off of what you see. Very cool feat, but at the same time can be dangerous in a way, which I'm sure you know what I'm trying to get at by saying that. I'm not going to make it dramatic and say dangerous exactly, but it can just lead you to a false sense of your own understanding and assumptions, making assumptions over somebody. Don't project or anything. With that being said, though, when you do look at somebody, you observe how they are, their interactions with other people, how they carry themselves, and then that gives you a good first base impression of how they really are. Which is why internally you need to build up your own personal confidence. It takes time. It can even take practice. Like, practice it with yourself, and really, really sit in that rootedness of your inner confidence. Practice it not only by delusion, but you can practice it by holding yourself to even the tiniest of things. O sea, holding yourself accountable, but also responsible in accomplishing the tiniest of little goals that you have. Because that builds up your trust in yourself, your character, your personality based off of the experience you just went through, but also your sense of development. And you can, count on yourself. You're trusting yourself. You're relying on yourself. And also the fact that, hey, I could do that. I accomplished that. So you can't tell me nothing. And there's far more